to our child pose to start. And either spread your knees apart or knees together. Depends on how you want to stretch out your hips. Just rest your forehead down, rest your elbows, relax your shoulders. Start paying attention to your breath, how you're breathing in, how you're breathing out. How's your breathing pattern? Connecting with your breath flow to unionize your mind and your body to find that harmony. Perhaps connecting with your inner peace. And slowly gonna lift up the chest. Gonna come to a tabletop position. And from here, gonna spread the fingers apart like you're spreading a spider net, spider web underneath of your fingertips. Gonna curl the toes under. You can gaze back to curl the toes. Inhale, gonna lift up the knees and exhale, tap the knees down. Inhale, we're lifting up the knees and exhale, gently tap the knees down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale to lift. Exhale, knees lower. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Gonna untap the toes. And thread the right hand underneath of the left armpit. And resting the right side of the shoulder. Take a deep breath here. And from here, I'm gonna lift up the hips. I'm gonna have the left hand in front of you. I'm gonna extend the left toes to the back. Finding your balance first. And if you're able to, I'm gonna inhale, lifting up the left leg toward the ceiling. And exhale, tap the left toes down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap it down. The left leg doesn't have to lift too high as long as you feel enough to balance yourself. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Gonna lower down the left knee, lower down the hips. Gonna come back to the child pose. Let's thread the left hand through. We're threading the left hand underneath of the right arm. Gonna lift up the hips. Hips lifted and then move the right hand in front of you. So just above your head. I'm gonna stretch the right leg to the back. Find your balance first. You can stay here or move with me with that moving sequence. Inhale, right leg lifts and exhale, tap the right toes down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale a little bit higher if you are able to, and exhale, tap it down. Inhale, exhale, last one. Inhale, exhale. Let's bring the hand back, bring the knee back, come back to your child pose. Take a few deep breaths here. Keep on connecting with that breath flow, allowing the connection with how you breathe to be the focus of your practice. And slowly let's come to the tabletop. Make sure spreading the fingers apart like you're spreading a spider web underneath of your hands. Gonna curl the toes under, gaze back. Inhale, lifting up your hips. Exhale, push the heels down. Take a deep breath here. Downward facing. Key is to stretch the back of the legs as much as you can. Inhale, right leg lifted high. And exhale, we're gonna bend that right knee to the side. So you're paralleling the right shin bone to the back of the mat. Very nice. 2 more deep breaths here. And slowly, let's just lower down that right foot. Inhale, left leg lifted high. Exhale, bend the left knee to the left side of your body. So your left heel is kicked toward the right hip. And slowly, let's lower down the left foot. Gonna tippy toes forward. Inhale, hands halfway up onto your knees. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, circle all the way up. And exhale, let's circle down. Inhale, hands halfway up onto your knees. And exhale, forward fold. Hands out to the mat. Big step, bring the feet back one at a time. Come to your high plank. Gonna chaturanga down. So you can have your knees supported in your chaturanga. That's an option. Inhale for cobra. And tuck your toes in your cobra. Or upward facing, your thighs lifted in your upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few deep breaths here to stretch out whatever you can stretch in your downward facing. Either it's the arms, the shoulders, or the spine, or the back of the legs. And from here, I'm going to bend the knees, gaze toward your thumbs with a big step, as big as you can to bring yourself forward. And from here, gonna just dangling here, rest your elbows onto each other, shifting side to side. Gonna lower down the hands, bring your feet together as much as you can. Gonna bring the hands behind your heels. So you're coming to a strengthening with your arms far from your heels, your fingertips a little bit far. Gonna lift up one toe, one foot at a time. So the 5 toes on one foot. Inhale, right side of the toes lifted and exhale down. Inhale, left side of the toes lifted, exhale down. Your hands are not moving. Try not to move your hands. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And slowly bring your hands up to your knees, half lift, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, circling up. And exhale, swing back down, circle the fingertips down. Okay, second round of that strengthening. Gonna bring the hands a little bit far behind. Gonna work on our balancing and strengthening. Inhale, right heel, right toes lifted, right side of your toes lifted. And exhale, gonna lean the weight a little bit back. So it's almost like you're leaning the weight toward where your hips are. Stay here for 3, 2, 1. Lower down the right toes. Inhale, left toes lifted. And exhale, lean the weight back. For 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down the left toe. Now inhale, lifting up both toes, all toes, all feet. Don't have to be too high because this is just your second round of it. Don't have to lift up too high as long as you keep the balance and exhale lower. I'm gonna do 2 more. Inhale, both side of the toes lifted and exhale lower. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Slowly slide the hands forward up to your knees. Flatten the back and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, let's circle up. And exhale, slide that down. Inhale, hands high up. Exhale, forward fold. Okay, the third round. Point the fingertips back as far as you can. Try to have the all fingertips onto the floor to make that little structure of supporting system there. Gonna inhale, both toes lifted, and exhale, lean the weight back. For 3, 2, 1. Lean forward, slide the hands forward, and slowly lean back. Make that structure of the fingertips. Inhale, both feet lifted. Not the heels, but just more of the toes. For 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down. Slide the hands forward a bit. I'm gonna slide back. So have that structure of the fingertips onto the floor and slowly lift up your toes, all 10 toes off the floor. Lean the weight back for 3, 2, 1. Slowly lean forward. Let's slide the hands up to the knees. Exhale, forward fold. Open up the heels. You can either grab onto the opposite side elbows or just dangling your fingertips side to side. So we can have weakened strength on the hands with our hands only on the keyboard a lot or the mouse. So this is helpful for the strengthening of our fingertips. Inhale, let's circle up, all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands heart center. I'm gonna come to a standing mountain pose. The heels don't have to be too widened as long as it's relaxed, about hips distance apart. And try to relax your shoulders. Feel like your shoulders come down a little bit. You can use your fingertip to just push your shoulders a bit down. Imagining you're shooting out all the stress from your fingertips down to the floor. And there they a pose of stability and security. Nice. Let's bring the heels together. Bring your hands heart center. Come to our chair flow. Gonna bend the knees and lift up the arms. Very nice. If you find yourself hyperextend the tailbone, try to relax your tailbone. So you want to surrender your tailbone as much as you can. And if you peek down, you want to see your big toes. So you're not leaning all the way to your knees. If you're doing this, it's going to cause some injury eventually. So we want to have a nice alignment here. Slowly bring your hands heart center and lower down the hips so you can see all your toes. Take a deep breath here in this low chair. And slowly straighten out the legs, lean forward, forward fold. Second round of our chair flow. Come with a high chair, bend the knees, arms lifted high. And from here, going to lift up the right heel. So your right knee is trying to point toward the ceiling, and your right heel is pointing toward the floor. It's balancing. Fired. And slowly lower down that right heel. Lean the weight to the right side and slowly lift up the left heel. Left knee pointing toward the ceiling. And slowly lower down. Forward fold. Straighten out the legs. And do the third round of our chair flow. Bend the knees, lifting up the arms. And from here, going to interlace the hands, point the palms toward the ceiling. Very nice. I'm going to shift the hips toward the left side and the right hand pointing toward the right side. So the hips and the hands are opposite direction. 2 deep breaths here. And slowly centering the opposite side, hips pointing toward one side and the hands pointing toward the other side. Try to keep the knees together to have that stability. Very nice. And slowly centering yourself. Forward fold. Straighten out the legs. And shifting side to side to release some tensions here. Okay, we're gonna add one more round of our chair flow. Let's bend the knees, lifting up the hands toward the ceiling, and slowly bring the hands heart center. Come to a low chair. So gaze toward all your 10 toes. And from here, going to step the right foot back, all the way back. Then come to a twist. Right elbow touch the left outer knee. You can either gaze down is to have more balance, or you can gaze up to challenge your balance. 2 more deep breaths here. And slowly gonna gaze down, bring the right foot, step the right foot forward. Center yourself, still stay in the low chair. Gonna step the left toes back, come to a twist. Left elbow touch the right outer knee. You can either gaze up or gaze down to keep your balance. Remember, it's where you put your focus, wherever your focal point is. I'm gonna gaze down so you can step the left foot forward with stability. Center yourself, forward fold. Gonna relax the fingertips onto the mat. Let's step the feet back for our downward facing. Stretch out in your downward dog. Can you relax your shoulders a little bit more? Let go of the weight of your head. Let the gravity take it over. One more deep breath here. And slowly gaze forward. Gonna bend the knees and slowly straighten out the legs. Gaze back. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. And exhale, straighten out the legs, gaze back. We're gonna do one more. Inhale. Exhale. And slowly tippy toes forward. Bring yourself forward. Inhale. Let's circle the arms up, all the way up. Hands together. Come to a nice back bend. allowing yourself to see more space on the ceiling. And slowly lean forward. We're gonna waterfall down with our fingertips. Inhale, trace your hands up to your knees, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands out to the floor, bend the knees. Big step, bring the feet back one at a time. Come to your high plank. And slowly chaturanga down. You can have your knees supported if you need to. Inhale for cobra and tuck your toes and or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 deep breaths here in your downward facing. Try to gaze up. Either gaze up to your thighs or your belly button. To allow yourself to relax the head a little bit more. Inhale, let's lift up the right leg all the way up toward the ceiling. Exhale, big step. Gonna bring the right foot forward between our hands. And from here, inhale, arms lifted high toward the ceiling. And exhale, gonna drop the back heel. Point the right toes forward. Come to your warrior two. Virabhadrasana B. In your Virabhadrasana B, you want to relax your shoulders down. Arms parallel to the floor as much as you can. You can gaze forward toward your front hands or gaze toward the side. One more deep breath here in the simple warrior two. And from here, I'm gonna reverse to peace warrior or exotic warrior. They have different names for this pose. But as long as you feel that nice stretch on the front side of your body, and you're crunching into the back of the. One more deep breath. And slowly gonna lean forward, right elbow onto the front knee, and stretch the left hand forward. You're pointing the left hand toward where your right toes pointing. And from here, gonna stack the hands. Feel the strength on the lower legs. You want to keep that rainy bend. 2 more deep breaths here. And slowly going to reverse the stacking of your hands at the back. Inhale, lean forward. And exhale, lean back. You want the distance between your palms to be consistent. You're not opening up so big when you move. You want to have the space the same when you move front and back. 2 more. Last one. Nice. Let's come back to warrior two. I'm gonna windmill the hands down toward the front foot. Big step. We're gonna bring the right foot back, high plank. Slowly chaturanga down. Keep the elbows toward the rib cage. Inhale for cobra or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adjust the distance of your hands and your feet to feel the maximum stretch. And I'm going to share the same love on the left side of our body. Inhale, left leg lifted as high as you can. Exhale, step the left foot forward between your hands. Inhale, arms lifted high. Exhale, open up. You're dropping the right heel down to your warrior two. Very nice. Can you surrender your tailbone? We're not hyperextend the hips out. That's right. Very nice adjustment, everyone. And I'm gonna slowly reverse to peace warrior. Stay here for 2 deep breaths. You're crunching to the right side of your oblique. And stretching out the front side of your body. More space in the front side of the rib cage. And gonna lean forward. Left elbow onto the left knee. Stretch your right hand forward. Very nice. 2 more deep breaths here. But relax your shoulders. That's right. Now I'm gonna stack the hands. Maybe a little bit closer with the hands, like the size of a soccer ball can be held in between your hands. I'll inhale, lift toward the back, and exhale, lean forward. Your lower legs are not moving, so it's only your upper body moving back and forward. Remember the distance between your hands, we want to keep them the same distance. That's right. 2 more. Last one. Nice, come back to your warrior 2. Shoulders are relaxed. Arms are parallel to the floor. Gonna windmill the hands down. Big step, bring the left foot back, high plank. And slowly try to run it down. You can either support your knees, that's an option. Inhale for cobra or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Take 2 deep breaths here. And from here, I'm going to lower down the knees and untuck your toes. Wrap your hands around. Resting your elbows, resting your hands beside your feet. I have a sip of water. I'm going to have a sip of water. And slowly lift up the chest and come back to our tabletop position. In your tabletop, going to stretch the right leg to the back. You're pointing the right toes away from your hips. And slowly gonna reach the left hands to the left side of your body. And slowly gonna only move the right leg. Inhale, right heel to the right side. And exhale, right leg to the back. Inhale to the side. Exhale to the back. So you're only moving your right leg. Inhale. Exhale. Your entire body, only thing that's moving is your right leg. Your hips are not wobbly. Your arms are not moving. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Stay here for 2 deep breaths. And slowly relax your hand, relax your knee. The other side. Let's point the left toes away from our body as far as we can. And right hand open to the side. Remember your fingertips. You try to open up the fingertips to have more support on your hand. So your left hand is having the fingertips spread it open. Let's move the left leg only. Left leg to the side, to the back. Inhale to the side. Exhale to the back. Inhale to the side. Exhale to the back. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Stay here for 2 deep breaths. Push your heart away from the mat. And slowly lower down. And let's release the tensions in a nice child pose. Resting your elbows. You can circle out your wrists if you need to. Nice. Let's come back to the tabletop position. Gonna curl the toes under, gaze back, and lift up your hips, downward facing. I'll inhale, right leg lifted high toward the ceiling. Exhale, big step. Gonna bring the right foot forward between our hands. Gonna lower down that left knee and tuck the left toes. Gonna slowly lean the hips back. Try to flex the right toes up toward the ceiling. And from here, going to lift up the arms toward the ceiling and gaze up. One deep breath here. So you really need to secure that right heel down. We're going to come to a circling sensation with the arms. So we're making a nice big circle with our hands. Doesn't matter which direction. You might be wobbly, that's normal, but the key is to really press the right heel down. I want to flex the right toes up. Now I'm gonna reverse the circling. It's okay if you wobble a bit. 2 more circling. Circle doesn't have to be too big. Nice. Slowly lean forward, lower down the hands, bang into that right knee. Gonna tuck the left toes under, lift up that left knee. I'm gonna big step, bring the right foot back, high plank, and slowly chaturanga down. Inhale for cobra or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here to reset, to recharge. Inhale, left leg lifted high as you can. Exhale, big step. Bring the left foot forward between your hands. Gonna lower down that right knee and tuck the right toes. And slowly gonna lean back, lean the hips back and move the arms up. Stay here. And imagining your left heel is just really anchoring into the mat. Left toes lifted. Your left foot is active. Now I'm gonna make the circling. So finding your focal point. You can either just gaze down toward your mat, if that helps with the balance, or gaze up. Now I'm gonna reverse the circling. If over here too sensitive for your knee, you can double layer your mat to find some cushioning for the knee. And slowly centering yourself, gonna lean forward. Left knee is bent. Gonna tuck the right toes under, lift up the right knee, and big step, bring the left foot back, high plank, and slowly chaturanga down. Inhale for cobra or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Even now you're breathing. Regulate your heartbeat. Regulate the way you breathe. From here, I'm gonna lower down the knees and gonna stretch back for a nice child pose. I'm gonna walk the hands all the way to the right side of your body. Once you walk your hands to the right side of the body, I'm gonna open up the left arm toward the ceiling and gaze up. I'm gonna make a nice big circle with our left hand. You're gonna circle up and circle down. Circle up and circle down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's walk the hands all the way to the left side of our body. Once you find your maximum, gonna lift up the top hand. Top arm lifted. I'm gonna do that nice circle. Very nice. Let it circle as big as you can. Last one. Nice. Lower down the hands. Gonna walk the hands back to center. Gonna rest the hands on the side. Come to your rested rabbit pose. Take a few deep breaths here to find your inner space. It's through the inner space we connect with our consciousness and awareness. And slowly gonna lift up our chest. Gonna drop the hips down, doesn't matter which side. Straighten out the legs in front of you. And from here, gonna come to a rocking. We're gonna start with holding the heels or holding your toes, and slowly let the hands be away and stretch out the arm. And slowly going to stretch forward. So we're doing the lifting of the body first, and then go further rocking. So you're coming down and slowly lift up to let the hands reach toward your feet. And slowly lower down, stretch the arms away from your toes and lift. So you're trying to have the core strength to help yourself to lift up and lower down. One more before we come to our rocking on the spine. Nice. From here, I'm gonna come to curl into a ball and gonna hold on to the heels. Once you have the heels secure, you can hold on to the shin bone if that's available, or the heels. I'm gonna rock yourself down and straighten out the legs and heels touch. Straighten out the legs once you're onto the floor and rock forward. Few more. That's right. So you're rocking to massage the spine. Last one. Nice. And from here, gonna just give ourselves a nice big bear hug. Keep on connecting with your inner space. Also inner peace. And slowly lift up your chest. Gonna come to a nice boat pose. So you're parallel your shin bone to the mat, securing your hips first. Your pelvic floor muscles are secured here. I'm gonna point the hands away from. Two more deep breaths here. And slowly gonna straighten out the legs if you can. Or gaze up toward the ceiling, so your gaze is toward the ceiling for more challenge. And slowly hug your knees back. I'm gonna rock yourself down and just come to a bridge pose. Heels down, knees up, arms in T position. Palms can be facing down, or use the back of your hand to support. Lift up into a bridge. Start with a gentle bridge, so your hips are not too high. Very nice. Two more deep breaths here in your gentle bridge. With your hips are not too high, going to lift up the right heel toward the ceiling. So you're straighten out the right leg toward the ceiling. One more deep breath here. And slowly lower down that right heel. Let's lift up the left heel toward the ceiling. 2 more deep breaths here. Nice. Lower down the left foot. Slowly lower down the hips. Hugging the knees into our chest. Rock side to side. Nice. Gonna let go of the right leg, hugging the left knee into our chest. Gonna lower down the right foot onto the floor. And inhale, lift up the right leg toward the ceiling. Exhale, lower. Inhale, kick the right heel up and lower. Few more rounds. So using a little bit core strength to lift up the right leg. Last one. Nice. Gonna switch. Hugging the right knee into our chest. Pointing the left toes away from you. Inhale, kick up. Exhale down. Move at your own pace. So you want to have that nice kick of the left leg to straighten out the left leg. 2 more. Nice. Let's lower down both heels, arms open like T. The same kind of kicking movement. Gonna kick the right leg to the ceiling first. And inhale, kick the right leg above you. And exhale, lower down the right toes. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Let's switch. Right knee is bent toward the ceiling. Inhale, kick the left leg above. And exhale, lower. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Nice. And from here, gonna lower both knees down toward the left side. Gonna stretch the right leg open and make the big circle with the right leg. And now gonna fold both knees toward the right side and stretch the left leg and make that nice big circle. And then point the knees to the left side. Stretch the top leg and make the big circle. Move both knees to the other side. Stretch the top leg. Make the big circle. And bend knees to one side. And stretch the top leg. So you're opening up the leg, one leg, and then bend both knees. Open up the top leg, circle, and point the knees to one side. So you're really softening through your hips. All the hips joints nicely move here through this movement. And the last one on each side. Nice, slowly gonna center ourselves, hugging the knees into our chest. Maybe rock side to side. Gonna center ourselves, come to a spinal twist. Gonna drop both knees to the left side of our body and just open up the right arm. You can use the left hand to push the knees together. Find that nice opening of your back body. And breathe through that nice opening. What are we doing? What's the time? Okay, we're good. And slowly gonna center the knees. Lower down both knees to the right side of your body and open up the left arm. And try to lower down the shoulders. You're not tensing up your shoulders. And slowly gonna center the knees, hugging the knees into our chest. Rock side to side if you need to. And from here, gonna come to the right side of our body. I'm gonna just roll over to be on our stomach. Once you're on your stomach, you're gonna come to a Sphinx pose. So you're resting your elbows, shoulders are relaxed. You're gonna point the toes out to the back corners of the mat. You're trying to softening the cervical spine. So you're not gazing up toward the ceiling, more gazing down, or close your eyes. One more breath here. And slowly lower down your chest. I'm gonna bring the toes together. I'm gonna place the hands underneath of the shoulders. I'm gonna lift up the toes, lifting up the elbows. Stay here for a few. And slowly lower down the hands, lower down the forehead. Let's stretch the arms above our head. I'm gonna lift up the opposite arm and opposite leg. I'm gonna pulse them up and down. Inhale, lifting. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. The opposite side up. You try to gaze down. You can either rest your forehead down if that's very relaxing, or you can have the chest up a little bit as long as you're not straining your neck muscle. Two more. And slowly resting the forehead down. Take a deep breath here. Now I'm gonna lift up our chest. Gonna have the elbows in cactus elbows. So your palms are facing down. Elbows are in 90 degrees bend. Gonna inhale, stretch the fingertips above you, and exhale back to cactus. Inhale, stretch forward. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. And let's stack the hands to rest our forehead. Take two deep breaths here. Nice. Let's come to a nice superwoman or superman. So just open up your arms, open up your legs like a star shape. Inhale, arms and legs up, and exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lower. Make sure you're relaxing your cervical spine, which is your neck. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And just bring the feet in, resting your hands underneath of your forehead. Take a deep breath. Gonna come to a nice arms and shoulders stretch. Open the right shoulder to the right side of your body. Gonna flip your body to the right side. So your left hand is supporting on the mat. And slowly gonna wrap the left hand around. May either just be behind your lower back or grab onto the foot. Take a few deep breaths. Gonna switch, so let's lower down first, lower down the chest and open up the left arm to the side. I'm gonna flip to the left side of your body. Right knee is bent toward the ceiling. You can just either wrap the hand around to be on your lower back or grab onto the right foot. Two more deep breaths here. Wow, everyone's amazing. Good job, everyone. And slowly release, let it go. Kind of just resting either onto your cheek, doesn't matter which side, or just resting the forearm, rest forehead. I'm going to bend the knees. I'm going to have the legs windshield wiper behind you, side to side. Slowly center yourself. Lift up the chest. You can either grab onto one foot at a time to prep yourself, or if you're able to, grab onto both feet and come to a bow pose. So you're making this, curl the spine, make a letter, nice letter O or C to make that bow shape. You can rock side to side or stay still. Two more deep breaths here. And slowly release, let it go. Resting your forehead, resting your forearms. Bring the hands underneath of our rib cage. Lift up the chest, lift up the hips. Come to a nice child pose. Lean the hips back as far as you can. And slowly gonna walk the hands toward the knees. Gonna lift up the knees and lower down the knees. Inhale, lifting up your knees so the top of your feet are onto the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. I'm going to lift up the hips. So you're tucking the toes under and slowly lean the hips back and drop the heels down. And just dangling your fingertips and slowly lift up the spine. You're stacking the spine slowly. Very nice. Inhale, circle the arms up and exhale, waterfall. Inhale, hands halfway up onto your knees. And exhale, forward fold. And relax the fingertips onto the mat. Make a cross X, letter X with your shin bone. And gonna just properly sit down. So we were standing, now we're seated. Is it 1 o'clock? Oh, something called streamer. Okay, wonderful. We're good with timing. It comes to a gentle twist. Opposite hand onto the opposite knee. And either gaze back or just close your eyes. Feel the resistance of the hand and the knee. One more deep breath here. When there's resistance, your body tends to have a little bit of awareness to just tense up. Can you try to lower down your shoulders? I'm gonna switch to the other side of the twist. Feel the resistance of your left hand and the right knee. Very gentle twist. Make sure you're relaxing your shoulders. One more. And slowly gonna center ourselves. I'm gonna place the right hand out. Feel the vibration. Let's place the left hand out. And have a guided breath all together. Inhale, deep breath. Fill in a tiny bit more. And pause on top of the lung. Exhale, empty. Empty. Empty a little bit more. And pause when it's most empty. Gonna do 2 more. Inhale, deep breath. Fill in. Pause. Exhale. Empty. Empty a tiny bit more. And pause when it's most. Inhale. Fill in. Fill in. Pause. Exhale. Empty. Empty. And bring the hands together in prayer. Either press your thumbs into the center of your chest or point toward your third eye point. Thank you everyone for showing up for yourself. And thank you for your beautiful spirit from my light to your light. Good job, everyone. Thank you, Angela. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela.
Oh, thank you. Bye, Karen.
Bye. See ya.